Today I have Alexander the Great helping us. I conquered so many wonderful lands and made such a difference in the world. You will love to have me today. Oh, well, he's not very humble, but here we go. Ready, go. Noun, pronoun, verb, adverb, conjunction, interjection, preposition, adjective, and article adjectives. Let's do it again. Noun, pronoun, verb, adverb, conjunction, interjection, preposition, adjective, article adjectives. Okay, now Alexander, which one are you going to pick? What's a conjunction? Can you say it with me? A conjunction is a word used to connect words, phrases, or clauses together. A conjunction is a word used to connect words, phrases, or clauses together. There's coordinating fanboys. Something, something, something. I remember. And then www.asia.web. And then either or, neither nor, and who which. Sometimes who can be the subject, but sometimes it can also be a conjunction. So, here we go. Now, let's pick one more. Bonk. Verbs are super important to understand, says Alexander. I understood them very well. Like, conquer, dominate, be awesome. Ready? Verbs. Assert. A verb is a word that asserts action. I'm good at that. Shows a state of being, links two words together, or helps another verb. How many types are there? 4 types. Very good. Okay. On to sentences. I really like the subject of your sentences. It's all about me. Alexander. Here we go. Whoa, blurry. Focus, focus. Here we go. All right, Alexander. You're going to hang out there. Oh, you don't stand up very well. Well, you can just lay there. Here we go. Oh, I need a pen. I better grab one. Alex, let's see if this one works. Ah, that's good enough. Okay, Alexander, here we go. Read it with me. Alexander conquered. Now, Alex wants to see if you can do this by yourself. On your marks, pause the video. On your marks, get set, go. How did that go? Hopefully it looked like this. Read it with me. Alexander conquered. Who or what is this sentence about? Alexander, of course, that's amazing. Subject, noun. What is being said about Alexander? Alexander conquered, verb. And for those on the next level, what kind of, is this a transitive verb? Is it transferring action to something else? Or is it an intransitive verb? It's an intransitive verb. Also, for those of you who are a little bit older, is this a action verb, state of being, linking, or helping verb? If you said action, you are right. That's right. I am all about action. Yes, I love action. So, of course, Alexander would have an action verb after him because he's full of action. Here we go. Here's the picture. Now, my young friends, Max's age. Let's see, Max, Caleb. Those of you guys, see if you can fill these in by yourself. Ready, go. Pause the video. All right, here we go. Alice, how'd you do? Alexander conquered. Now, this is the subject, as we know, and this is the predicate part of the sentence. Predicate is the part that says something about the subject. And usually starts with the verb and is everything else. All right, let's move to the next one. Dum, 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 conquering as we go. We conquered this sentence. Now we're going to conquer another. You can do this. I was brave and strong. You can be brave and strong. Here we go. Aha, strong is even in this sentence. Sister Allred, you did such a good job. Here we go. Strong Alexander conquered mightily. Who or what is this sentence about? Alexander, subject noun. What is being said about Alexander? Alexander conquered. Wait a minute, we just did that one. You're right. Alexander conquered. Alexander conquered. What? But we have 2 extra words here. What could those be? Well, here's our noun. Subject, what comes out? What is being said about Alexander? Alexander conquered, verb. Sister Raw, we already knew that. We just did that over there. It's intransitive. Alexander, what kind of Alexander? Strong. Adjective. Why is it an adjective? Because it's describing a noun. Do you remember? An adjective modifies a noun or a pronoun. Yes. Now, what about mightily? Aha, well, it has an ly, which is often a dead giveaway. Well, and it's modifying how he conquered. And it's modifying a verb, so it can't be an adjective. This is an adverb. See that? Okay, now let's draw a picture. Okay, pause the video. I want to see if you can diagram this with these modifiers or describers going in the correct place. Ready, set, go. How'd you do? Here we go. I think I say here we go a lot. I need to not say that so much. Alexander conquered. Okay. Now, with this, strong is going to be capitalized. Why? Because the beginning of a sentence. Conquered how? Mightily. Very good. So, okay, now let's look back. Do you see these two? Alexander conquered. Alexander conquered. The only difference is we have two modifiers showing us he was strong and he conquered mightily. Oh, yeah. Now you're talking. There we go. Let's move to the next. Conquered this sentence. On to the next. Here we go. Maybe Alexander was more humble than I thought. Hopefully he was. Here we go. Alexander the Great spread the Greek culture throughout the world. All right, now my level 2 students, I want to see how much of this you can do on your own. Go ahead and pause the video and come back in a second. Okay, how did you do? I hope you did awesome. If not, that's okay too. You did awesome for trying. Let's get started. Alexander the Great spread the Greek culture throughout the world. Who or what is this sentence about? Now, this can be kind of tricky because this entire thing right here is a title. So this entire thing, like we've had before, is our subject. Alexander the Great is our whole subject because that's his whole name. If I said Allison Allred, that would be my whole name, even though it's 2 words. So same idea. What is being said about Alexander the Great? Alexander the Great spread, verb. What is being, Alexander the Great spread who or what? Culture. Does culture replace Alexander the Great? No. Does it describe Alexander the Great? No. D-O. Label, verb, transitive. Okay, now we forgot to do something first. Do you remember what it was? Look for conjunctions and prepositional phrases. Now, Mrs. Updike does this in a different order, which is okay. That will just exercise your brain more. But my goal here in doing it this method is to help you understand what's going on here, to help you understand how these are all working together, so that when you go into her class, even though she teaches in a little bit different order, she has you find the verb first, you will still, between the 2 ways, be able to understand it pretty well. Okay, so what is throughout? Throughout is a preposition. Throughout what? World, opposite of the preposition. What's the? Article adjective. Super fast. Great. Now we have this, the and Greek. Now, culture is a noun. Direct objects have to be nouns, right? So what kind of culture? Greek. Is this an adjective or adverb? Adjective. Why? What is it modifying? A verb or noun? It's modifying a noun. So it has to be an adjective. And the, easy, always article adjectives. Okay. This subject's going to be kind of long. Here we go. Alexander the Great spread. Is it going to go straight up or is it going to go backwards? It's going to go straight up. Culture. Now, throughout the world. Is throughout the world modifying culture? Is it describing what kind, how many of the culture? Not really. Is it describing how, when, where, how much, how often? Yeah, it's describing how or where he spread it, right? How, when, where. That's an adverb question. So, and this is noun, so adverbs don't modify nouns, so it's got to be this one. And that makes sense. Could I say Alexander the Great spread throughout the world the Greek culture? Yes, I could, and that would make sense. Oops, forgot my U there. If you need to slow this video down or pause it as much as you need, that is okay. Very good, my friends. Very good. We've conquered another territory. We're about to conquer all of this. You can do it. Very good, very good. Now on to my favorite place of all, the final sentence and the principle of the thing. Here we go. Now, let's look first for conjunctions and prepositional phrases. We are truly great when we are humble and serve others. And is one. Very good. That's a conjunction. There's another one. It's a little bit tricky. It's one of our... Where did it go? It's one of our Asia's. When, while, whereas. I forgot to write those down. I'll do that next time. But it's one of our Asia's. When. In this case, when is also a conjunction. And I don't see any prepositions. So here we go. Oh my goodness. I said here we go again. Stop saying that, Sister Allred. Let's do this. There we go. We are truly great when we are humble and serve others. Who or what is this sentence about? We. Subject, pronoun. What is being said about we? We are. Verb. We are who or what? Great. Does great replace we? No. Does great describe we? Yes, it does. So this is a predicate adjective. It's an adjective that describes a subject, but it's in the predicate part of the sentence, which makes it a predicate adjective. So, and that makes this verb linking. Yes, linking, because this is a state of being verb. State of being verbs are these: am, is, are, was, were, be, being, been. State of being. All right, what's truly? What is it describing? It's describing an adjective. So truly is going to be an adverb. Can you believe? Now we have our conjunction and we have this part of the sentence. We are humble and serve others. Could that be its own sentence? Yes, it could. It has a subject and a verb. It doesn't make a ton of sense, but it could be its own sentence. So it is, but it is a clause. And it is dependent on this one, which makes it a dependent clause, but it could stand on its own, but it only makes sense when the rest of this is together. So it's a dependent clause. If I said, and we are humble, then it would be an independent clause. But when is a subordinating conjunction. Sub means below. So we, subject, pronoun. What is being said about we? We are, verb. We are who or what? Humble. Oh, okay, this is going to be a little bit tricky. I didn't anticipate this when I wrote it, but we are humble. Does humble replace or describe, or does humble replace we? No. Does humble describe we? Yes, which makes this another predicate adjective and this a verb linking. Then we have a conjunction. What is being said about we? We serve. So humble and serve. We have a compound verb here. But they are different kinds of verbs. So serve, okay, what is being said about we? We serve verb. We serve who or what? Others. Does others replace we? No. Does it describe we? No, no. D-O, label verb transitive. I did not anticipate having two different kinds of verbs. A state of being verb and an action verb. They're a transitive verb. But here we are. Exciting adventures, new things to learn and diagram. Okay, pause the video. See if you can diagram this one on your own. Ready, go. Okay, how did that go? Hopefully it went well. And here, let's go ahead and learn what we can. Okay. Here's our subject. We are, I'm going to go this back. Great. Now, what's this going to be? Oh, we forgot to put truly. When. Now, this is a subordinate clause, so it's going to go this way. We. This is going to be great fun. Did you get it like this? Did you do a rocket? When we are humble and serve others. Yeah, I think we got them all in here. Whew, you guys, do you see we have a predicate adjective here that reflects the we, and then we have a direct object here. Now, it would have made more sense if I had said we are humble and we serve others, but sometimes we take out a subject and just compound the verbs. But really, it would have made more sense. It would have made it simpler for you to understand if I had said, when we are humble and we serve others. And then we would have had another whole clause coming off. But that's okay. That's okay. You guys, you did a great job. Great effort. I hope you learned one or two new little things this time. I hope you enjoy the challenge of trying to do it yourself, because we are good at doing things ourselves. Way to conquer, way to be humble, way to be great. And have a good Christmas. Goodbye.